Welcome back, everybody. On this video, we're going to cover something a little different. I'm going to cover strictly bobcat trapping. I get a lot of questions on here about how do I catch so many bobcats? What kind of sets do I use? Baits, lures, things like that. The best answer I can give you guys is I trap where there's lots of bobcats. Therefore, I tend to catch a lot of bobcats. We're on this little sandy road right here. We got a curve right down here and then one right here. So it's just kind of a straightaway. And there was a really good trail crossing this road when I set this trap yesterday. And there were a few bobcat tracks crossing. So the biggest pointer I can give you is set on sign. If I see bobcat tracks, bobcat scat, anything like that, I'm gonna punch a trap in dead on that sign. So right here yesterday, I punched in a big double dirt hole set. And I like to do that for cats. I don't do a lot of the flashy sets. I don't hang CDs and feathers and wings and things like that. Mostly because I'm still trying to catch coyotes. My main target trapping is coyotes. So I don't want to deter a coyote away from a set with something a little overbearing. But we just pulled up to this set and we got a really nice big bobcat here. Like I say, this was a double dirt hole set. That's about as flashy as I like to make a set. Sometimes I'll mound up some dirt or something like that, kind of like a little cubby set, but I don't cross up sticks and things like that where you see a lot of these guys make cubby sets. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and you will 100% catch bobcats on those sets. I just don't do it because I'm always looking at the potential to still catch a coyote in the trap, even though I'm setting on bobcat sign for a bobcat. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's going to be a lot of cat catches on it. We're just in an area right now. It's just loaded with cats. So we're going to get this guy handled, and we're going to roll on out. So as you just saw, we found some monster bobcat tracks here in the edge of this field. So we just got a food plot here, okay? Nothing fancy. Our road enters the food plot back here. Historically, I've caught cats in this spot before, and that's why I stopped here to check. What we got is right here on the edge of this field. We got just a briar thicket right in here. And we got a furrow kicked up on the edge. So here, those tracks are leading up into this thicket. We're gonna set a trap right here on this furrow. All right, so what I've done here, I have just drilled this just massive hole here in this furrow. It was the highest spot of this furrow I could find along the edge of this field. There's a nice trail running right in here, and those bobcat tracks are actually leading right beside this big furrow, going up into that trail. So anyway, we'll pound this trap in here. I'll show you when it's finished. So this can be seen from practically anywhere in this field. I mean, you can see the color change in the dirt from where it looks like something's been digging at this little dirt hole. So instead of drilling my dirt hole at my typical 45, I drilled it into the bank like that, a lot flatter. Threw a little sheep's wool in there, and it can be seen from a little further out. And I got my bait watered up in that sheep's wool. And typically I don't do a lot of visual stuff on my sets, but this is very minimal. I just took a little piece of sheep's wool and hung it in this vine right here over the set just to give it a little bit of flash. So what this set was is kind of like the one we made down here in this field we're about to go check. There was just a little push mark right here. Looks like somebody took the bucket of a tractor and just came and scooped some dirt up here. So it had a big flat backing facing the curve of this road, and what I did, I just drilled a huge hole straight into that dirt pile, just like I did on that furrow in the edge of that field. Had some cat tracks coming up and down this road. Big visual, caught a nice big cat. So I just punched in a set right here, not necessarily for bobcats, more for coyotes, but I just want to show you guys real quick, in my opinion, what the two best bobcat lures, hands down, on the market are. First, Voodoo by Fox Hollow. Second, and not necessarily in order, Milligan's brand, Kathmandu. The best bobcat lure on the market. It's great for coyotes, coons, fox, anything, but I catch more bobcats on that lure than any other thing that I've got in my bag, any other thing that I've ever tried. Kathmandu, #1 bobcat lure. It's available at MinnesotaTraplineProducts.com. That's where I get all my trapping supplies, my traps, baits, lures, urines, everything. They are the best trap supply dealers in the world. So check them out. If you're wanting to catch some cats, pick those two up while you're there. Picking up cats. Had a You can kind of see what's left of this tuft of grass right here. It had a big dirt hole set in. The road's kind of got a hill on both ends here, just like a swale kind of comes down in between them, and a little hardwood bottom right here that crosses this clear cut. That was the enticing part about setting this trap. Apparently it was pretty enticing to old Pussycat too. So we'll grab up a picture of him and roll out. Man, it is just bobcat season here in Carolina. Third or fourth cat that I've caught in like a week. Just tons of rain. I know everybody up and down the country is getting it, but it just sucks. Usually right before it rains and during the rain, the temperature shoots up to 60s to maybe the low 70s, and then it plummets after the rain comes and the wind blows hard for 2 or 3 days afterwards, and it just makes everything bad. But still managed to grab us a cat this morning. Nope, this is the second bobcat out of this set. Just got it set here on a T intersection. Caught the inside curve here on one of the sides of the intersection. The reason I chose this side was it had a little bit of a higher bank than this other side, and then just a lot of traffic up and down the road here, so I didn't want to set directly across from the T like I would normally set. But it allowed me to drill a really big hole up in this higher bank. I kind of mounted up some dirt, you know, behind it, and kind of made like a cubby set, but just again had that big visual effect, and 2 cats off of it now. We'll make some nice fur. Here's a quick look at our Remake. Just got a dirt hole set. It's a single dirt hole. Took a lot of this grass and dirt and stuff from the catch and mounded up behind it here. For a bobcat, it's got a big visual pop, got a high backing where they can't really get around from the backside and work it. And that's pretty major with cats. I don't run cameras on my traps, but I have talked to several guys that run cameras on their sets, and one in particular told me that almost every bobcat that works his camera sets, at some point or another, they work it from that back side. So that's why I like a good high backing on a bobcat set. So anyway, second cat out of this set, about the 4th or 5th one this week that we picked up. So good stuff. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up. Quick look at this Remake here. 2 big dirt holes right on the edge of this road, just a foot or so off the edge of the road, and we had cat tracks coming right across here yesterday. Like I say, it's on a straightaway of a road between that curve and that curve. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it really helps you catch some more cats on your line. Thanks for the support. Like, subscribe, share, comment. We'll catch you guys on the next one.